first corner. Driver number 1 looking to the inside of 2. Second place, sets himself up for a pass going into this carousel. Is he going to be able to get his nose in there? Go.
Welcome to Talladega Superspeedway here for the Ott Company. 190 drivers are currently in their qualifying right now, so we will give them a little bit of time for that. But Talladega is a drafting heavy track, so 2.65 miles around. Apparently it's Compant. I can't spell. But this is really going to be who can avoid the big one, who cannot wreck. It's going to be a big factor here. There's always a big one, and it always wipes out about half the field. And it's not a good thing to deal with sometimes, but that's how this racing goes. And I don't know why it does that when I change some settings in here. And I'm still waiting on my microphone part to come in. Rode has not messaged me, but I know it's a reference number. I have that, and I don't really know where it's at right now, to be honest with you all. So we'll have to still roll with this piece of junk for a while, and I don't enjoy it, that's for sure. But they currently have about 1 minute left now in it, and they will be done with it. So just give them a little bit more time to get out here. I just realized that that logo is extremely big. I did have the code for more of this logo, but I messed it up, so I got to get some help with putting that in. I'm not too bright on that end. But looking at some of the stats here in the Rush series, right now, Will LaRue stands up top, John Sweatcard is second. They're both locked into the playoffs. And it goes Matt Quick third, Brandon Clousser who's fourth, Brandon Pamet fifth, Matthew Martell 6th, Storm Patterson 8th, Storm Patterson 7th, Corbin Hemstreet 8th, 9th is Adam Boyles, 10th is Chris Gale, 11th is Alex Little, 12th is Sawyer Ott, and everybody else is below the cutoff line. It's the top 12 drivers. So I will pull up the qualifying here for you all. So Sawyer Ott takes the pole, Corbin Hemstreet 2nd, John Garrett 3rd, Dave Matson 4th, Manning Gregory 5th, Christopher Gale 6th, Justin Nelson 7th, 8th is Matt Quick, 9th Kelvin Masur, 10th is Brandon Clousser, 11th Matt Cherry, 12th Alex Little, 13th Carson Etheridge, 14th Matthew Martell, 15th Gene Collins, 16th Tristan Ott, 17th Adam Boyles, 18th Storm Patterson, 19th Josh Coley, 20th Dylan Hale, 21st Dave Bean, and that is all the drivers here tonight in this race. It's going to be a lot of drafting. You're going to see a lot of guys nose to tail. This is how it is, how this track is. I will give them all a paint refresh on the all grid. I need to wait for that to happen. So, super speedways too, they're really anybody's track. There's not one set driver who's going to destroy the field by any means. It's going to kind of bounce around all the time. You're going to see a lot of guys flip-flop in the lead. It's going to keep going from person to person to person to person, and this is going to be a lot of changing, I mean. So we'll have to deal with that. But it looks like we're still waiting on Coley, and Dylan Hale is race control. So yeah, so he joined as that, probably because he couldn't get the other role in here. Yeah, so it's kind of glitched because Dylan Hale is joined, but he's not. So it's holding these guys for the whole grid time because it thinks that, okay, there's still one more person that we need in here, when reality, you don't really need anybody else. But here we go. Pace car is rolling right now. Give them all a paint refresh. You will see their paint go white, then pop back in with whatever paint scheme they have. Who has a new paint scheme? John Garrett, I don't think he ran last week. I do like that K&N. I actually have a K&N filter on my car. Quick is always running that cat paint scheme. You always know that's him because he runs that same one the whole time. It's like everybody else is pretty much the same. One of the ones that I do like the most is probably Storms. My favorite color is blue. I like how that's blended. That is blended really, really well from my point of view. I mean, it's a pretty paint scheme. See, a lot of these camera angles will be pretty wide because Talladega is a wide track, a little bit wider than Daytona, so drivers will really test and see where they can go. You can go about 4 wide in the trial if you dare. Might not end up well, but I mean, you can try. I've saw a lot of guys do that, and it does not end up good for them. I've actually been at the bad end of one. I was going to win a race, and I got turned in an A Open. And when you talk about turned, I mean like head on into the wall. That's probably one of the hardest iris hits I think I've had. I think the hardest one I ever had was at Texas, and it was really vicious too. But lights off from the pace car. Gonna pull off here. Guys are waiting for the green flag. Start finish line is not where you would think on this track. It is way, way, way past the end of the trial. It's almost kind of halfway to turn 1, really. These guys climb it and they go up the big banking here. Starter has the flag in his hand. And enter the Geico restart zone. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here. Already got some guys bouncing outside. They're already 4 wide. And it's literally 3 seconds into the race. All right, let's go for it. These guys are not wasting any time getting around each other. That is for sure. They are racing. Said, you know what? We're going to race. I'm tired of being here. Let's go get this. I'm amazed that they're doing that, but gutsy move by them. Very gutsy move. See, Sawyer still has the lead. Looks like John Garrett moved to second. Everybody, big choo-choo train on the bottom. Nobody's going to really move from the bottom. Draft heavy track. You move out, you will get hung out to dry is what they call it. You will have no drafting partner at all, as Storm will find a spot down the line. He will take the first opportunity he sees. He will not want to be up there any longer. So right here at these tracks, you really want to be the second. You really want to have 3 people. You want to have one guy that can push the leader, but you also want somebody behind that pusher who can give them an arrow shove to get them up there. If they do not have an arrow shove, it's going to get really, really difficult for them. Everybody so far is single file, and then you got, looks like Gale is trying to poke his head out here. He's got the 21 of Matthew Martell. He's giving him a shove from behind, so he's making sure he gets up there and he gets going. Almost actually, oh, we got somebody hitting the apron. 76 of Gene Collum. One thing too is these cars do not like the apron. Not at all. It really, really upsets them. I mean, horribly upsets them too. It really gets them uneven, so the tires, they have a different grip and it will just want to shoot you sideways. It's gonna go the path of least resistance. Dave Matson actually just ran the fastest lap of 49.98. He must have been catching the field. Fastest lap besides that, they are in the 50s, mid-50s for the next fastest lap. That is moving. But here we go. This is what they do at Talladega. They start to fan out 2 lines now. Hemstreet has hopped up in front of Gale to get a shove. Hemstreet, or actually Gale has some damage from Matthew, like trying to bump him so hard. I think we see Matson and Storm try to get something going up on that high side. Don't think anything will be made of that because there are only 2 people. They need about 1 more person to be challenged. I think that is Matt Cherry in the back trying to get up to it. Thanks, come over there. Yeah, and that 88. Very, very top of the screen. It's kind of hard to see him there. They're still going at it. This is somewhat 3 wide now. One thing, too, Storm is also benefiting from these guys kind of side drafting each other. And side drafting, I haven't ran these cars in a while, but it's very, very heavy in the next gens. I know in the next gens, you get out of the draft, you drop 20 miles per hour at this track. You will drop so fast in your speed, it's ridiculous. Now that very, very top line has gotten some more drivers as Gale, I think he thought about going down in front of Hemstreet. I think Hemstreet lifted off to let him go. Inside of him did not want to cause the big one here, as there's been a lot of big ones. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how some of these people make it through that. But everybody's just fanning out. Just start fanning out. That's what they want to do. I will, however, let the camera choose where we go. So it's set on exciting. So if there's a wreck, it should hook onto that. But it's going to choose some certain drivers throughout the racetrack. I believe it's focused on Corbin Hemstreet right now. He has no help besides Alex Little, who will be coming up behind him to hopefully give him a shove by. He's trying to get there. Looks like Boyles will not go up to the top, so they gain another driver. Boyles side drafts Matthew. He gets far away from him so he can get as much draft as possible for him. This Cameron must love Hemstreet. He wants to focus on him a lot, but Gale is now going for the lead, trying to take it from Sawyer. So Storm's worked his way up to the front. And the biggest mover actually is Storm. He is currently up about 15 positions right now. That will flip-flop every now and then. Because you're so close, and then you edge a guy, you edge a guy, you edge a guy, you edge a guy out. And then it's always flipping. You never have the same position here. That is for sure. John Garrett got to be careful, though. He moved off the bottom. I think right now these guys are going to be more than content with just riding. I wouldn't think that they would want to be really going at it with each other. I think that this is kind of like, you know, I'm just going to chill out here. Y'all can go race. Wreck yourselves. I don't know. Like, actually, Gale will get the lead from Storm. Storm gave him a really big shot. Gale will go right down to the bottom in front of Sawyer. He said, thank you, Storm, but I'm going to take the bottom now. Don't like it up here, so now it's going to leave Storm to lead. You want a good pusher as Brandon's about to hook Masson. Getting close to doing that. I'm going to say there's no way we have pit stops 7 laps into the race because he already tucked out of line. I was like, wait, there's no way. I was correct, luckily. Tell y'all what, this track here is extremely loud. This is probably louder than any other track in the game, or in the sim, as some people will get mad at you for saying game. I have no idea how Matt Cherry is holding on to this. Actually, I do see now he's probably just ducking down and getting the draft from the 68. Every now and then. I mean, he's staying in the back. He doesn't want to be up near this crap. But yeah, y'all can go start shoving each other while I'm just back here, and when y'all wreck, I'm just gonna hop on the brakes and stop. So I don't absolutely plow into you. Storm's. Ooh, Matson could have split him 3 wide there. He was looking at it. He decided not to, and I think that's probably a good move. It's way too early for 3 wide. It's now you're just now getting to 10 laps in. These guys are running about 50-second laps, so they're making some time up here. That's for sure. The one thing I do not want to see is somebody get spun. That's no bueno. Not good at all. Trust me. Pretty bad. But everybody's more towards the bottom than anything else. I'm not really sticking towards the top. Patterson's got to watch that. I think Matson's trying to search around. Matson might be getting hot too because he's been pushing Storm for a long time. I think he's trying to peek that nose out and get some air. He might not be holding a steady wheel at the same time. Now they've got somebody who kind of made a evasive maneuver. Probably not to wreck. Oh, there he goes. I knew that was going to happen. Storm about got hooked by Matson. I had a feeling that was going to happen the way Storm was moving around. It wasn't really him not holding a straight line. Matson's been kind of wobbling around. He's not been very straight, so you get offset on these cars just a little bit, and it just wants to hook them and send them spinning, and it does not give you a chance to save it. It's like, you know what, you had one chance, I'm now going to turn you in the wall. That is what always happens with these cars. You make one bad move and, oh yeah, it's going to be fun. Not at all. Trust me, it will not be fun. I'm just looking around at each other. Got 3 lines now. This very top line has got Matson in it. Matson was, of course, he was shoving Storm earlier. About hooked Storm on accident. That one was something really bad for Storm, but luckily he was able to keep it up under him. I know he probably got nervous. He had a code brown there. Almost had to call in reinforcements. I think most of these guys, this is what's going to happen. They're going to just get side by side, and they're just going to keep switching between each other with the lead. It's not really going to stay with one person. It's just going to kind of keep flopping between them. Like, oh, you have the lead, I have the lead. You have the lead, I have the lead. He's got the lead. He somehow made it through a wreck. That's the time you're wondering, how did we not wreck? Or this is actually fun for about 20 seconds, and then y'all have to clean each other out. Yeah, see, right there, that's what I keep noticing. People behind Storm, I don't know if they're getting tight or they keep washing up and they're almost clipping the rear end of Storm, and that's going to send Storm around next time he gets pit like that. And then there it goes again on the back stretch here. So something's going on with Storm, I believe. It's either people just don't like being behind him. I mean, Storm's holding a pretty steady line too. It's the people behind him that are really weaving up and down. The only reason I would think that some of these guys are offset a little bit, because, you know, I do this at super speedways. I hate running them. I cannot stand them. But you want to kind of run a little bit higher in the corner just to get some fresh air on that front end. These cars will get hot once you kind of back down, cool down. Doesn't take long to be able, or doesn't take long to cool down at all, really. Drop about 15 feet, 20 feet behind them, and it starts getting air, and you're like, whoa, this thing's got a lot of heat capacity, heat availability, probably one of those two. That has what where it starts to get hot again. That's what we'll go with. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's close. I think I might have called that right. But Matthew Martell, he's now gone to the lead up in that very, very top line, running that third seam. So he's about to have some fun here. Everybody else, though, is pretty much just calm with each other. We don't really see that many moves. I mean, I say we don't see that many moves, and we got guys going freaking 3 wide over here. Throwing caution in the wind, and like, man, who cares? Just do it. And I'm like, okay. No care in the world for these guys. Pretty cool to see sometimes. Also horrifying at the same time. Because some of these guys, I would freak out if they drove. I do wish they'd maybe show a license for iRacing. Oh, there we go. Somebody almost got into the 21. Martell and the 76 almost collided. 76. Ooh. Preston made a move down to the bottom there, but John Garrett's, he's going to go to the outside, but he does not have any help, so he will probably go back to 4th or 5th, maybe even farther than that. Everybody's looks like they're lined up on the bottom. Looks like they're just content with riding most of the time. I don't really see people making moves. I don't really see shoving them. They're keeping a gap between them in case they need some air, in case they get held up every now and then. So it's not like these guys are draped over each other by any means. They're just kind of riding. Yeah, let's just... I'm fine with riding here with you. If that's fine with you. He's okay with it. I'm okay with it. What they're pretty much saying to each other. Got a little bit more movement on the bottom. One thing I'm noticing though is these guys are moving up and down a lot. Like, one thing that happens at super speedways too is guys try to be lined up perfectly behind each other. And then that starts to create a big snake effect. It's kind of what I call it. One guy moves up, the next guy moves up. Everybody moves up, and then that leader moves down, and they all just start following that guy in front of them. So they just kind of keep switching lanes. They want to stay lined up behind them. I don't really do that much. You know, if you move up, I'm not really going to be perfectly in line with you. It's not needed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would like to be, but I'm not going to move that wheel down if it makes a huge correction there, because that's going to be scrubbing off speed in the corner. I would not be doing what some of these guys are doing. Or even seeing it on the straights. Now, one thing too, you can adjust the steering ratio. These guys might have it set to about 12. I think that's what I think it's set to 14 for the fixed setup, I believe. You can turn that up to 16. So if it's 16 to 1, the wheel's a lot slower, but it's a lot steadier. You can really hold that wheel. It doesn't want to move around as we have pit stops happening now. Forget the wheels. We're going to go with tires. Storm's going to get all he can on pit road. That's what Talladega is known for. I don't think, yeah, we got slowed down in time. Drivers are going to get all they can in pit road. Literally all they can. It's a get all you can. It's like a buffet. You get as much as you can. If you speed, we got to return the food pretty much. What? That's a comparison, I guess. I don't know. But now the second group that stayed out, they will probably come down pit road after them. I guess it's like taking, let me try to make that analogy. As Storm actually comes out fourth. Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is like a buffet. It's all you can get getting on pit road. Some guys get way too much, and then they get a speeding penalty. But we'll see if this group comes down. Looks like some guys are. I did see Hemstreet and Gene go down. Those were the only two guys from that group. The top 7 still haven't pitted. So maybe these guys going on a little bit of a alternate strategy, trying to just differ themselves from each other. See, that is an option. I would probably want to fall with the pack though. If you don't, well, you're going to find out that that is really bad. Because once you are left out there alone, well, you don't have any help. These guys are now off pit road. The second group that came down, so they're going to be booking it to get back there. So these are the guys that pit. I think Hemstreet, so him and Collum did not get out very. Collum got out. No, he's actually going to be able to hold on. Gene, he's going to be fine. No, not Gene. Corbin's going to be fine. Gene will be fine also, I think. Yeah, he'll be fine. Actually, no, he might not be. Oh, no, he's not going to be. He just lost the draft in front of him. Well, that sucks for him. But he's got to hope these guys get side by side. I mean, he's right on the edge. If he shaves off 700s, he'll get there. We want to see how long are they going to step. Now they're coming down pit road. As soon as I open my mouth, they're coming down. Just about to say, I wonder when these guys are going to come down pit road. They get all they can. Getting down there. You can go tires only at Talladega, though. You do not have to go fuel, and it's some of the times not even needed. Most races. I know some guys in the A Open that will go on one set of tires the whole entire race. I'm gonna adjust that monitor here. These monitor stands are weird. You move them too much, it gets too tall. And if you don't move them too much, it's too short. It's just very confusing with them. Well, actually, hold that thought. These two guys didn't pit, so that's Quick and Coley. We'll see when these guys go. Is it this lap? Yep, there it is, this lap. So they're going to have to get all they can. Like, literally all they can. As you see, yep, Coley locks it up a little bit. So does... how did I forget? Matt Quick, good lord. I literally knew the name of the driver, I just couldn't think about it. These guys got to be clean in, clean out. Pit stops under green. Talladega, you mess one up. Well, there you go. There goes the draft. You lost it. It's gonna be a fun time for you. But it looks like both of them do good. Coley had a longer pit stop though. I did notice that. His was 3 seconds longer in his pit box. He spent about 2 seconds longer on pit road the whole entire time. I don't think Quick will leave him. That's going to be really bad, as these guys are. I don't know. This is not even that good for them. They are probably... Yeah. Actually, no, they may not be. So we got them broken up now. Really broken up. We got two groups that are pretty much formed from all of this. Really kind of nice. Multiple, maybe? See what that track map shows you. So you see there on the right side, a little bit below the logos, a track map that just shows the guys that are currently on track right now. So you see we have one group right here that we're looking at. Then we have the 89 leading the second group. The 21's leading one, and the 43 is with Bean back there. So they're just hoping that, what these guys are really hoping for is a caution. They want somebody to wreck. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, their plan did not play out. It's kind of bad for them. Hey, not a good idea. As I need to get some lip balm, and I don't have any. My lips are chapped. It's Virginia weather. I've lived here my whole life, but it's weird. One day it's snowing, next day it's raining, next day it's cold, next day it's hot, next day it's winter, next day it's fall. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this now they've really gotten to where we're just gonna ride in a line. Now they would really like this second group right here would really like if Martell would catch them. He's telling Nelson, put to the floor, you need to catch this group up in front of us. And I think they have. This group in front of them may have slowed down too. Realized, yeah, we need to pick up somebody else. If we don't, well, this is going to be a pretty bad time for us. How is Garrett doing this? I mean, he's moved up 2 cars being outside by himself. I mean, he's literally got nobody, and he's driving past them. Okay, yeah. This man's like Bill Elliott. I mean, literally, this is Bill Elliott in the flesh. It's like Garrett. You got to be kidding me. What in the world? I mean, he's going faster than the guys in the draft. Ow. He's going 187. These guys are going like 184. He's faster than these guys that are lined up on the bottom. That means one of 2 things. Garrett knows how to run super speedways. 2, that bottom line is bogging themselves down. That's probably what's happening, because he has literally passed about 5 to 6 people here on his own. He's got help from Gale now, but that should not happen. That is not normal to see at super speedways at all. No, 1980 something. Bill Elliott unlapped himself 3 times. That was also when you could like put nitro in your car and they wouldn't care. You could also get away with a lot of other stuff. He may go to the lead off of Gale's bumper. I'm still confused. I don't know how he did that. I really do. I had no idea how he was able to gain that many positions just by himself. Now he's losing some. Honestly, he probably didn't want this guy behind him. But I mean, yeah, he's running faster than a lot of these other guys that are lined up. You notice back here, this group is absolutely foot to the floor. They seem to be topping the group ahead of him by about 3 miles per hour every now and then. Garrett's now dropping. Yeah, Garrett, he dropped pretty fast. I did not expect that, though. I can't say I saw it coming, but I did not. That's for dang sure. Got him now going at it. Sawyer's hopped up here, going against his brother Tristan on the bottom. I'm putting his headset on top of my head because it is way too loud in my ears. You all don't have to deal with that, luckily, because I have set a timer on it. But holy crap, is it loud. Very, very loud. I do not like it. Welcome to Super Speedways. Blowing out your eardrums since 1950s. I don't know when the track was made. Really have no clue. Probably from that, though. Who cares? All the gurus. When was it built? I don't know. These guys here, they've been running. Yeah, they're running slower lap times. I thought fast there for a second, but now that these guys have started to do this, that will probably allow them to catch them a lot easier. as it looks like Sawyer's wheel is knocked in, but it's not. It's really deep in that wheel well. I thought he had an issue there for a second. I was like, why is that so deep? I was just wrong. I'm surprised. Here we go. See it again. Start to shake on the bottom. It's not a dance. It's a race car. I'm going to keep it straight. The more it moves, that's more speed that is lost. And it sucks. Really badly. Oops, moved off the bottom. I think Tristan did there for a minute. Sawyer's like, I'm not gonna take it. I don't really feel like doing this at this moment. I was like, you know, I don't care. That's the point. Pretty much what he said at that moment. Excuse me. Oof. But as these guys have, wait till they come to lap 34, we will take our first commercial break. We've already had the first round of pit stops happen. Broke these guys up into two groups. This group up here, and then this group back here. And then you got Kelvin and Dave. They're in their own world right now. But now these guys have completed lap 34 and are on, or complete lap 33 and are now on lap 34. We will go to our first side-by-side commercial break. And we have a crash as we were at commercial break. Etheridge and Gene have gotten into it apparently. I heard tires screeching, tried to click over as fast as I could. Little, Etheridge, and Column are all involved in that. That will bring out the very first caution of the night here. We will go back and see what happened. Back. Ooh, somebody did. Little trying to make a move. So they are 3 wide here. That's Manny Gregory, I believe. Yeah, that is him. So we'll look at, where's he at? Little's view. So what happens here? So he's up under Gregory. He's down on the apron and okay. So what happens here? Actually, they might have actually touched. Now I think about it, looking at it. Nope, yeah, they touched. So Manning doesn't realize Little's there. I think he pinches Little down. Little's just right there at the bottom. Does he come? Oh yeah, he comes up. Oh gosh. And those two just wiped themselves out on him. They had nowhere to go. But this will bring everybody who was far away from the pack back up with each other now, so that will give them a good opportunity to get back on strategy. I believe everybody will come down pit road this time too. We will not see anybody stay out. That would probably be a really, really bad move at this point. Here comes everybody down pit road. The guys that were involved in the wreck are already down. I'm not surprised by that at all. I mean, they were going to have to because they don't have a front end. This track is literally all aerodynamics. If you don't have aerodynamics, well, you're not going to have not going to have fun at all. Sucks for you. As there we see people going through their pit stalls. Preston Ott, he goes down here. Everybody's trying to get all they can. I'm going to see who has the fastest pit crew right now. It's going to be a big question mark. Who will be the fastest off the pit road? Hopefully they have Kyle Larson's pit crew as Quick will be the first one off pit road. He was fuel only. Never mind. Wait, what? So he pitted on lap 24. So I'm looking at this here. Yeah, Quick, how did he... What? The reason I was so confused is so... He just rolled through pit lane? Okay, we're going to go back and do a little bit of investigating here. Did he just roll through pit lane or did he actually pit? And where did he come in? I could have swore I saw his car too. So, oh, yep, it looks like he just rolled. Yeah, I don't think he ever came down pit road or pit to his pit box. Yeah, he very well may have missed it. I think he probably did. I was wondering how he beat him out off of pit road. I was like, what? That's why I was so confused because he pitted on lap 24 and I was like, okay, did it not update? And we're just looking at something weird, but I think he missed his pit box. So he's probably going to want to come down and fix that. And you do not want to stay out and run out of fuel, especially at a 2.5 mile track. Once you run out, well, you better hope that clutch can get you there because you're pushing that clutch and coasting. It's not fun. It is not fun at all. Had to do that a couple of times at some tracks. I do know there was one race I was literally not here, but I ran it at one track, ran the tank dry. That's what I do in most of the races. I run it till I have about a lap. Yep, there he goes down pit road as these guys are coming top off too. I am so confused. What is going on? So everybody's coming down pit road. So either this will get them to the end. This probably will get them to the end. It'll be about 27-ish laps for them. Yeah, I'm very confused. As yet, this will be 4 tires and fuel for some of them. Some are fuel only. It's just literally splash of fuel and go. If I were these drivers, I'm already cutting that car off, pushing the clutch in, letting it coast, trying to save as much fuel as possible. But back to what I was talking about with fuel, I'm a driver who will literally run that tank to where it has 1 lap left. I want to have the best tires. Sometimes that comes and bites me in the butt, though, as I wait too long to pit and I can't catch them at the end, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It sucks, but that's how it goes sometimes. As you need to learn, kids, pit when everybody else probably pits. You don't want to stay out too long. Like your parents said, don't stay out too long. There we go, that is correct. We got somebody cheering Danny on. Yeah, there he is. I was gonna say, now, did he know they were gonna come back and top off? He had to have known, and I think he sped. Yeah, because he's dropping to the back. I think he sped on pit road. What is going on? Yeah, little sped, I believe. That's what I've got the feeling of. As the lights are off, so these guys are doing single car restarts here. I did not know that. I was confused. I was like, why are the lights off on the pace car? So it's single car restarts or single file restarts. So it will be Collum who leads him to green here. He pit on lap 36. Didn't come down and top off like these other guys. 62 is already moving out the way. That will get a lot of people a black flag. What in the world is happening? Anyway, green flag's back in the air. What? Okay, he leaves him in the dust. As I think he jumped to start. I don't know what that was. I really have no clue, but he is way out there. Yellow flag. Yeah, I was going to say, that was really confusing. So we'll go back and look here. Okay, so Gene, not Gene, sorry. There he is. What is he doing? So let's see, what is pace speed? Let's go on board with, let's say, Boyles here, and I can pull up his, that's not what I need. Where is his, oh, I can't do it on replay, crap. No, can I? I probably should be able to. Let's look here. Oh, I will not. Yeah, I can't do it on replay. Okay, so actually, we'll just go off RPMs for Boyles. We'll listen to his. So he is second gear. He is about 5,000 RPM. So second gear, 5,000 RPM is what he's at. Gene is at 5,000 RPM the whole time also. Let's see when he starts accelerating here. I'm trying to figure out what this was. Yeah. Oh, okay. There he goes. Yeah, he stepped on it early. Way early. He jumped that restart zone a mile. I've done that before. So let's see. What is everybody else at? Let's see what they are at when Gene starts to go. So when Gene steps on it, Cloustros is in like he's in like third gear. He's so low in RPM. Yeah, he shifts down. He's like, wait, what? Yeah, these guys didn't expect him to jump because look at how their RPM is still climbing. I'm sure about blew his car up because he didn't shift. But that was a jump start. That's what that was. I had a feeling that was jumped. And my suspicions were confirmed. I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I thought happened. That's probably more confused than anything. I was like, what is going on? He probably got a penalty for that. Yeah, he did. So he does get a penalty for jumping the start. I'm glad Dylan Hale threw a caution for that. I was looking around like I was insane. Luckily, I'm not. Thought that was going to end up bad. So lights go off already. So they've got this sorted out. They're going to get back to racing. I'll get green flag with 22 to go. Sorry, 23. I thought it was 23. 23 laps left. Where's the big one? We've already saw a little miniature wreck. That's nothing compared to about what's going to happen. You're going to see cars be trashed. When I say trashed, I mean literally trashed. It's not going to be fun. It looks cool on TV, but trust me, driving is not fun when you get wrecked on the last lap. Yay. It sucks. Need to actually fill this out. I keep telling myself to do this. So biggest mover now is actually Dave. David was back here with Masseur. These guys were in like the very, very, very back. They were by themselves. They had no help at all. That caution brought him up here, and Dave, he didn't come down and top off. But this extra caution lap probably helped him a lot. as green flag is now back in the air. We are back underway here at Talladega 62 of Carson. Etheridge gets a good start on the field. They don't jump it this time. Good job. These guys will race down in turn one. Hopefully don't clean each other out. Guys racing over. Looks like the 6-2 will go back, and Brandon Klusterhuis, he will actually go to the lead instead. He's off the bumper of Tresnant, who's been up here the whole entire time. Coley clips the apron. Do not want to do that. You can wreck each other as Corbin's trying to go to the front off of Storm. Storm has nobody behind him, so this is pure horsepower of that Chevy Camaro up there. Trying to shove him. Getting some help here. See Justin Nelson. He's starting to come down the back stretch. He's got Martel behind him. They're also dragging the 09 of Matson with them. So help is on the way for him, but it's going to take a little bit to get there. Not a lot, just a little bit right there. Open door tap each other. Nothing wrong with trading wrap. They don't paint the cars anymore, they wrap them. Kind of a sad thing, but also a cool thing at the same time. Thought we about to have somebody spun there. That was not going to end up good. I thought we were going to see a wreck, and I was like, oh gosh, here we go. Guys are just searching this track right now. They're trying to find something to move around. They want to try to get just a nose out somewhere on the track. They're just looking. They're looking for it. Kim Street leading. Storm still trying to get that top lane going. Nelson's trying to get to him, but Matthews not close enough to Nelson to really help him. You really want a guy up behind you that will give, or up behind the guy that's shoving you, to give that guy arrow shove so he can shove you. It's a world where everybody helps each other. Sadly, that will not happen in real life. I about said hopefully, but I hope it does happen in real life. Probably won't. Street, Brandon. If I had to choose to be a car here, I would probably choose to. I'd like to be on the bottom. I would like to be Coley or Boyles right now, because Boyles is in a good position. Now you've put me on the top of this track, and no, I don't like it, because guys typically wash up and then they go right into you every single time. It always doesn't matter if they hold their brake, they just start going towards the top, and it sucks. It really does suck. Top lane is absolutely disintegrated. That top lane was forming up, and then it just deformed very quickly. Very, very quickly. Martel's looking to get to the bottom. It gets down in front of Little. Little is back in the race, luckily, after he got some of that damage. It wasn't too bad for him. Probably, honestly, just kind of drove it off. Where he got hit to was in the rear. So you could have fixed that, but that's also damage anywhere. Any damage arrow related on this track, you're pretty much dead in the water at this point. Who we got? Quick is here. Garrett's left. Why did Garrett leave? I just noticed he left. I went to click on his name and it was gray. I don't know why he left. He was doing good too. He must have had something happen. A lot of shifting gears. Going really fast in these cars. Vroom, vroom. Can't believe I just did that. Never heard that. That never happened for me. Oh, that 76 almost hooked Matson. That was close. That was extremely close. I thought he was going around. I really did. I don't know if y'all saw it, but he got so close to that right rear quarter panel or left rear quarter panel, and I thought that was the end of the 09. That was about to be bad. As this is weird. Now we got everybody and their neighbor on the bottom line, except these guys up here. As they're making it work, that 76 is going with Matson. The problem is that 76 doesn't really have that 68 behind him, shoving him, as Dave Bean, I believe he's a new driver here also. I haven't really saw him before. Storm is actually a pretty high IR. I think I may be the highest one in this field if I did race, but he's actually 4.5K. This man knows how to drive. Also, good safety rating so he doesn't get into wrecks. I don't really care about safety rating though. But most of these guys are rookies. One thing that's cool about leagues, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie, if you barely race, you can literally get iRacing and join a league. There's nothing stopping you. Once you find a league that will accept you, which that could be one thing stopping you, is they don't accept you because you're so young. But I know there's a lot of leagues out there for guys that have just started iRacing too. So it's not, you don't have to be A class to be running this stuff, as this is actually B class car. We've got a rookie in here, and Manny Gregory that's what his license is. Tristan's a C driver, Gene's a B driver, and Gene is only at 846 IR. That's low, but it doesn't matter because it's a league. Anybody can join this stuff, which is what makes iRacing a little bit different than most games. Or simulators, whichever you want to call them. And some people are like, oh my god, you called it a simulator or a game. And they absolutely freak out. I'm like, calm down, boy. You are not going to die. I called it a game. Like, just chill out. I don't know how this top lane's doing this. It's literally 3 guys, which I've done this before in the next gens with 3 guys on the top, and it somehow worked. I guarantee you that 76 is probably flashing red. Let's actually go on board with him. Can't really see it. It's blocked off by the steering wheel. That sucks. Like I legit can't see it, but he's probably flashing. What I mean by flashing is there's something red in his car, and I just can't see it because the spectator thing, they just kind of blocked it out. So when I say flashing, you're getting hot, really hot. That's when the engine's like, okay, you better back down or we're about to explode. Matson will now go to oh no, Gene tried to come down. Hemstreet was there. Hemstreet gets basically punted off the course. Hemstreet will not be happy with that. He is out of contention here unless a wreck happens. It probably will, because that's iRacing. Sorry. This mic, I don't have the same settings, so you literally hear everything that I do. My other mic, it would not pick this up, so if you hear me drinking stuff or burping, that's, again, my complete fault. I can't stop it. How this mic is set up. Hopefully hopefully my stand will get here. That's all that I need. That's a Gene. Now they still got 11 laps. There's a lot of racing left here. They can go 3 wide, 4 wide, 3 wide, 4 wide, 2, 1. You can probably go 5 wide at this track if you really want to push it. I've actually never saw anybody do that. I mean, you've probably got room for 5 cars. You might want to test that. Do you have room for 5 cars at Talladega? I think you do. I mean, you're going to be leaning on each other, no doubt. I think he could, fit 5. Gene clips the apron there. Thought he was going to spin himself, but Manny will now go to the lead off of Masseur's bumper. Now Masseur hung out to dry. He's got Bean coming behind him, trying to get to his bumper, but he's... Okay, this is the second time we saw... Are you kidding me? So that's the second time we've saw that. Somebody just drive past the bottom lane when it's basically by themselves. This bottom lane has to be slowing themselves down by moving around so much. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. There's no other explanation for it. I mean, these guys up front are running like 2 to 3 miles per hour faster than them. I don't know how it's being done. Either Manny Noma's clips. Miss Kelvin in front of him. Is Bean about to go to the lead on his own? He needs to get down. Yeah, but Bud, you need to get down. Okay, well, you're staying up. Now he's going to get freight trained. Yeah, I do not know why he's not moving down, as he's finally maybe doing it now. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, I was going to say, he is really out there. I was confused. I was like, why is he so far off the track? But now these guys are going to get a big run off of him. They're going to have a lot of momentum coming down the track here. And he's going to have to block this because, it's going to be fun. Real fun here in a minute for him, because they're going to be licking their chops to get to his rear end. They've got somebody around. That's Etheridge. He slides down to the inside wall. We stay green, however, off the racing surface. Have to go back and see what happened to him here with 9 laps to go very, very quickly, as it looks like he moves up and tries to come back down and gets clipped by Storm. Storm couldn't do anything there. I think Coley actually also made some contact through there on accident, as Bean is down pit road. What? Unless he didn't hit the whole race, he shouldn't have had to come down pit road. Now, okay, what is going on here? Now Nelson's into the lead. What? Where did Coley come from? I have no idea what's happening. I really don't. What is going on? Where are these guys coming from? I mean, you just saw Coley was back there near the 62 of Etheridge. Now he's in third. I don't know what's happening. Okay, now, if Gale, I swear, if Gale gets back by all these guys, I'm done. There should be no way Gale does this on his own getting up to the front. Okay, he tucks back in line. Thank you, Gale. I was about to flip my crap, dude. I was about to just start sitting there in awe if you would have made it to the front. But this top 3 have now kind of made a little bit of a gap to each other. Well, never mind. Mr. going to erase that gap. Now we see Storm jump to that top line. He's going to try it for himself. Says, no, let's just kind of get going. So look at this this is a little gap that they have over this 43 car. The top 3 do. Okay, Storm. No, there's no way. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. How are they doing this? I mean, this bottom lane has to be slowing themselves down. That's the only thing I can think of. Either that or they're saving fuel to the end. There is no way a car should go from like 8th on the outside by themselves at a super speedway and go up to 3rd. That should not happen by themselves. I don't know what is going on. This is a questionable race. I'm confused about everything, literally everything. Storm will now go up in front of Brandon. Nelson probably going to have to go up in front of Storm. Storm, see if he goes up. No, he tries to move up. Brandon will now shoot the middle, and Storm is by himself. But Storm has been by himself before. As Nelson gets turned, he goes down to the inside. Manny Gregory hard into the wall. Oh, he hit hard. Oh, war wrecking here. Oh, the 33 of Coley and 43 of Kelvin Masseur are also involved in it. See what happens here. I think Justin tried to go from top to bottom. Yep. And nope. Yeah. I mean, that's just slight contact there. I don't think. Yeah. I mean, that's such slight contact. You can't really blame that on anybody. Oh, look at how hard Manning hit here, though. I mean, this is a vicious hit. He goes head first in that wall. Now, what happened with the 43 of Kelvin Masseur here, too? I noticed this. So what happened here? Okay, so they're trying to avoid the wreck. So, oh, so Alex Little door bangs Masseur then comes down and, oh no, you got to be kidding me. Did he save that? Oh Lord. It did dent his wheel well. If he did not hit the wall, this is going to be a save. This is going to be absolutely amazing here. I think he missed it just barely. So you see, slow it down right here. So we'll see Little. You might not see him here. Yeah, we won't see Little here. No, we might. So you see Masseur coming up to the... Yeah, there's Little right there. So he door bangs Masseur. And if Coley did not hit this inside wall, I mean, he was headed for it. Oh, my Lord. How did he not hit? I mean, it's a spark is all he got. I mean, that rear end should be destroyed. There is no way that car should be going. I think the only damage that he has is that right front. Now you see it right there. They're going to just pull those fenders out. That's only about 30 seconds of optional damage. I have no idea how that happened. But Little stays out. So he's going to roll the dice here. He probably has fuel to the end. Everybody else is going to come down pit road, get some optional damage fixed. Maybe take 4 tires. Vegetable? Maybe. Pourquoi? They might do it. Might not. Who knows? Nobody. Especially me. That being said, I am very, I don't even know, half the time. I'm very dumbfounded by this race, really. It's just, yeah, it's gone so weird. Ooh. Okay. That's enough Instagram for today. I'm just scrolling on there under caution, and I'm done with Instagram. There's some people who post some really weird stuff online. But this is going to be questionable. What is going to happen here? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It could go bad. It could go good. It could go horribly wrong. Nobody knows. Probably going to go horribly wrong if I had to guess. I don't think it's going to go good. It never does. The reason I say that, it's Talladega. Everybody sees an opportunity to win and they seize it. And then you're wrecked and you're like, oh crap. It is not fun. Lights should go off this time by, however. Wait. Oh, that's great. Good job, me. Funny. Funny joke. Who'll make me laugh? I could just look at other ones. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, lights will go off here. Yes, okay. So next time by, they will get the green. Little and Matson up front. Bean has crashed again. No, he hasn't. He's just far behind. So this has been a race of what is going on is really the only way I can describe it. If I'm being completely honest with you all, I have had zero idea what has gone on most of the race. I don't know how these guys are making it to the front on their own. That shouldn't be possible on itself. I have no idea how these guys are doing anything. I'm like, what? How are, like, it just doesn't make any sense. It should not be happening. I'm always like, how are you doing this? Every single time they do something, it just makes me stand there and think, what? I'm baffled. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I can't believe you did this. Oh. That's why. I was gonna say I was confused for a minute. Started to paint my car. I need to get a polisher for it. I think I may have messed up the paint trying to fix some other stuff. Hopefully I didn't. I have to blend it, see how it turns out. I think I got it fixed somewhat. Hopefully, if I buff it out and polish it, I'm thinking it might look the way it did before, but it's really sparkly. I've noticed that. I don't know why either. Really sparkly. I'm always confused. It doesn't make any sense to me why it's like that either. But lights are off on the pace car. Pace car pulls in here. Sawyer is rear-ended by Storm? I don't even know. Should be on little controls to restart here. Gonna enter the Geico restart zone here very shortly. It will be on the inside of the track. Be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's now in the restart zone. He can go whenever he wants. As green flag is in the air, back in the air, we are back underway here for a green-white checkered attempt here. Little with the lead. Gale behind him. Little goes down to the bottom. Gale follows. Brandon stays up, however. Treston will follow him. They've got Sawyer, and then Storm is going to come with them too. Little has that damage on that front end, so he may not be the best lead car right now. That's going to hurt everybody behind him. He's going to just drag him down with them. These guys are not going to be happy with them either if they do that. As it looks like Gale shoots off to the inside. Trying to find his way back up here. He's still in the hunt. He's going to get down behind Little, but Brandon Klusterhuis will go to the lead. Treston will follow him. You got Matt Quick in that top line with Kelvin Assur behind him, trying to give him a shove. As this is going to get insane here. They're going to come through the trial. We already got guys banging off of each other. 76 looks like almost comes up into the 43. But once these guys get the white flag, the race will be official here as they will get it. One more lap here at Talladega. Who's going to make the move? We got a wreck in the back already. I can hear tires screeching, but they stay green up front. So, yep, there's guys wrecking everywhere. We got to look at this. Sawyer almost gets clipped by Matson. Sawyer has the 45 of Storm Patterson behind him. He clips Matson there on the bottom a little bit. Storm is shoving as hard as he can. Matson will merge right up in the track. That's actually a very clean merge there. But Storm, he's trying to come to the front. Actually, sorry, Sawyer's trying to come to the front here. Storm is giving him a really good shove. Now, Storm, when is he going to move out? Cherry's up here, too. We haven't saw Cherry much this whole entire race. Sawyer, he goes to the lead. When does Storm duck out, or does Storm stay behind him? And we have a drag race here. Storm almost gets turned by Cherry, as it will be down to the line here. Will that hurt Sawyer? Down to the line, it will be Brandon Klusterhuis by 0.02 of a second. My voice is now gone. Nice. Commentating hurts your throat. Would recommend it though if you like to talk. I don't like to talk though, and I still do this. Doesn't make any sense. So we've got Sawyer giving him a little bit of a celebration here. We will go back and look at what happened after he does his burnout. Hopefully he burns it down. I need to ask race control, can we not get other people doing burnouts? Because it's so annoying when that's all I hear is tires screeching besides the winner. Oh, they're all going to do it, aren't they? Yep. Oh, Lord, this is going to get loud. Might be for a photo. Please don't do a burnout, all of you all. Please, I'm begging you, don't do it. Don't do it. Do not. They're going to do it. Yeah, this is definitely a photo right here for these guys. I believe all of them are on a team, too. See if Brandon does a burnout. As Sawyer does one, Storm's doing one. And this is gonna, yep, here we go. Hopefully, we'll just get this view here. Storm is actually surprisingly burning that down. Brandon's sitting here, probably thinking about doing one. See if he does one now. As, yep, there Brandon goes. Doing his burnout here. Got pulling up front end to front end, doing an old burnout. Can't remember who I saw do this. I think it may have been Tony Stewart I saw do this before. I think. Pretty sure it's who did it. As they're trying to get that done. You really can't really do it in iRacing because it's really hard. You can't see the front of the car as well. But yeah, my voice is it's gonna be gone. R.I.P. me. All right, let's go back and look at what happened, because I heard tires screeching. A lot of tires screeching. So, Little comes up into Matthew. So that's the first wreck. Where's the second one? Okay, there's another one that happens. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is a little bit after, like literally like 10, maybe 5 seconds after this. I saw that. Justin Nelson comes down into Gale. Gets turned, actually saves it, then Gale clips Corbin Henstreet. They clip Coley. Boyles barely makes it through that. These guys are wrecking everywhere. And then they stay straight. And you got Brandon getting pushed by Storm. Matson goes off the track. He comes back up. Then he tries to shove, or sorry, not Matson. No, that was Matson. Comes back up. I thought I looked at quick for a second there. So then we see Storm giving Sawyer a shove. Well, watch Storm right here. I think he gets hit by Cherry. Because you just watch his car. Watch how sideways he gets. Look at that. That thing is wrecking sideways. We're going to have to go back and look at a different angle for this. I mean, this car is completely sideways on Cherry. That thing should be wrecked. So I think this may be the best view that we have besides the chase view. Look at Sawyer in that 45. I mean, that car is done. That car should be wrecked. It should be down into Brandon's rear end or quarter panel. I mean, that thing should be drilling him. We're going to get a chase here because that is an amazing save from Storm. I mean, just look at this right here. That is, I don't know how he did not overcorrect that. And I think that's what probably won Brandon the race because he got a little bit farther away from Sawyer and he couldn't give Sawyer the shove that he needed to the end, and then they're wrecking after that. That's Kelvin and Matson. Just two wrecked after it. He's still doing a burnout. Okay, he's having some fun. He's probably going to blow up that engine here very soon. Would not be surprised. But you won the race. Burn it down, bud. Nobody can tell you no. Unless they own the car. Then you listen to them. As that is itchy. Good Lord, my foot. But we will now get the top three in here. As that was a weird race. That's all I can say. I mean, there was stuff happening all the time. And to be honest, I really don't know what happened about 75% of the race because I was so confused. What's that? As we'll now pull up the finishing order here. And it just exploded. Knew it would. Sawyer, please stop driving around. All right, so we will get the top 3. That's qualifying. Sorry. I've done that multiple times. We'll get the top 3 in here. Tristan, Sawyer, and Brandon. My Discord is unmuted. It is. So we will actually go to blimp static view because I don't want y'all having to deal with these cars at the moment. Hey, Tristan, this is Bryson's booth. Got a copy, man?
Hey, man. Yeah, I got you.
Man, so that was a crazy finish. You know, what was going through your head that last lap being in the position that you were?
Well, I tell you, it wasn't easy. You know, we had a plan all race. We all needed good finishes. We all obviously wanted to win. We had a great plan. We executed it all race. Super proud of this team, Storm, Sawyer, and Brandon. Yeah, and we knew it was gonna come down to the last lap. Probably gonna be 2 on the outside and 2 on the inside, and whoever's on the front, whoever's in the back, got to push them. It was definitely not easy pushing someone past my brother, but at the same time, Brandon's a great teammate. You know, he's deserved to win for a long time, and it's a teammate I'd help any teammate just like any other one. You know what I mean? But yeah, great night. Good points day. Really needed that. And yeah, just super happy for Brandon, Sawyer, Storm, the whole JCOM team.
And that race overall was I was trying to figure out what was going on because we had guys by themselves passing the whole bottom lane, which should not be happening. What was happening during the race that was allowing those guys to be able to pass by themselves up there?
Oh, it was fuel. We got down there to the end. I think just about the whole field would have probably ran out crossing the line if it wasn't for that last caution. So I think everybody was saving. I think some people were trying to trick some others by making them look like they had some fuel and they'd back off. It was definitely interesting. But we were just saving the whole time, just letting everybody else do their thing.
I was going to say, because I was very confused. I could have sworn that means that I don't know what the fuel load is in most of these cars. I have to guess what it is, which I actually kind of hit it right here, which I'm surprised about that. But I was so confused because I see somebody get up to the top and I'm like, oh, here they go. And I didn't even think about that. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, CA Cattle Company, VRX Simulators, Ott Company. I appreciate you, Bryce, Goose Racing Network. Been awesome this season. I appreciate you coming on board for the rest. And yeah, just want to thank God and just all have a good rest of the week. Great race. Great race.
Great race, guys. Good job.
Great race.
All right, man. I'll let you go. Go celebrate third, though.
Have a good one, man. Thanks.
Oh, I cut him off. That was Tristan Ott, the third place driver. We will bring in the second place driver, Sawyer Ott, since he probably is going to be a little bit mad. Where did he go? There he is. Hey, Sawyer, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man? It's actually muted right now, so we gotta wait. Sawyer, come back. I want to talk to you. Please. Okay, we'll actually skip. We'll leave him in. Leave him in the cool down room. We'll bring in the race winner, Brandon. He's probably gonna be happy. Hey, Brandon, this is Bryson's booth. Got a copy, man?
Oh, that I do, man. How's it going?
Man, so you win it at the line. What was going through your head there at the end of the race?
Finally. It's been a lot of races. I finally got one of these. Man, we were just acting like one car, basically. This was just a massive team effort. I couldn't have done it without Tristan or Sawyer or Storm this race. We just basically took control and battled it out at the end. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, man, it was definitely insane, but do you think that, no, I don't know if you saw it. Well, you might have saw it. So what was actually no, he probably should have cleaned you out. So when you saw Storm go sideways, did you think your race was over because he was going to hit you?
Oh, are you talking about coming to the line?
Yeah, coming to the line. Storm got completely sideways from Cherry.
He told me that he saved it and saved my race. To be honest, I was just all eyes ahead, looking at that line, just hoping. So there was no looking in the mirror, no, none of that. I got told after, and I'm gonna have to see the replay because I was told it was pretty wild.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was that car was wrecked. I mean, he was about to kill you. Is what he was about to do. I mean, he was going to literally plow through you, and he somehow saved it. And I was amazed. I was like, "There's no way he did that."
Well, that's if you're looking for the most exciting drivers in here, I'd say J-Com's got some of the top of the list. You know, Storm's one of the really good guys, and I think if he just, puts his head down, he'll be pro in no time. So got that sort of talent, so I'm not surprised from save like that.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Oh, we finally got North Stream and Victory Lane here. This is exciting, Chuck on the back of the car. Chuck has been my good luck charm there, and man, it's just so amazing. Jake on everyone at the shop, everything, and all the fans watching at home, and the guys doing the broadcast. Thank you very much.
I'll let you go celebrate that victory tonight, man.
Woo! I'm sure as heck gonna.
As we got a robot, Brandon went robot voice twice. Probably. I have Sawyer messaging me right now. So we will bring in the second place driver now, Sawyer Ott. Hey, Sawyer, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man.
Man, so I dragged you in earlier and you weren't here, so I was going to get you after that. But, what was going through your head coming down to the line there? Because you were in contention for that win.
Yeah, man. That was a great race all around. Really proud of the J-Com bunch. Putting it 1, 2, 3, 4 is a big deal. It's a big accomplishment in this league. So, and especially pulled off at Talladega, just speaks to the communication we had, the teamwork. We were committed to getting one of our cars to win, and it just worked out perfectly there. We had the fuel, we got lined up, and I thought I had it. I really did. Coming in the tri-oval, I had the run, and then I don't know, Storm got a little squirrely there. Somebody got in the back of him, I guess. It broke his momentum, and then I knew right there. I was like, man, Brandon, you got it. And it was a drag race, but happy for him, man. That's the first Rush Series win, I think, for him. But I'll take second place. We're in a tight points battle for the playoffs, and we're going to Darlington next week for the cutoff. So this will help us, have a little bit more of a cushion, going into that, trying to make the playoffs. So good night. Got the pole, led a lot of laps. Finished, top 2. So I'll take it. Team, having the team 1, 2, 3, 4 is really. I'm just really proud of Brandon and Storm and Treston for just committing to our game plan from the start. We strategized our pit sequence there at the beginning. It worked out for us, and then there at the end, we're all committed to working together. And hats off to Chris Gale and Alex Little with All Gas TV Racing, because they work with us too. So it's just a team effort. That's what you got to do at these plate tracks, and we saw Sip and Shine Racing do it to us at Daytona. So we kind of took some notes, and went to work, and just made it happen. Got a good finish out of it. And it was a good race overall. It was pretty clean. And, it's good to see green flag stops at Talladega. So happy. And, we'll move on to Darlington.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
100%, Bryce, man. I appreciate you for doing these broadcasts. VRX for sponsoring the Premier Series tomorrow night, which tune in again to this channel tomorrow. We'll have the Bristol Dirt Race with the Cup cars. So that'll be fun. And, Gutter Team for doing the Truck Series. All of our sponsors, all of our contingency sponsors, All Gas TV, Hall and Ass Pole Award, all those guys that put in for us. And Treston for running this series here tonight. It's been a success so far. And, you and all your subscribers that listen or follow along and watch these races, we appreciate it. And, just trying to grow this thing and keep growing. It's been 4 years in the making, so we're making good headway. Just keep putting on good races, good broadcast. And I don't know about you guys, but from the driver's seat, the racing was pretty fun. A lot of guys were making good moves, and it was fun to just kind of go back and forth without causing a bunch of crashes, So that was fun. Proud of it, and thanks everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good job tonight, though, man. Even though you fell a little bit short.
Thanks, brother. We'll get one better next week at Darlington.
Oh yeah, that's a fun track.
See y'all, man. Thanks.
As that was, Salt cut him off too. I keep doing that. Darlington. I love that track. I absolutely dominated a league race there when I did run in the next gens. And when I say dominated, spanked the field. It was close at the end because we had a caution and had to actually come back through the field because I got damaged and I had to use my fast repair. And I was kind of lucky that happened. But when I talk about destroying them, I mean destroying them. And that track is so much fun to drive because you're on the wall. You are up on the wall. You're trying to get all you can. And you're basically about dying every corner. That car is about to step out. It's fun to drive. But Bristol Dirt actually lived 40 minutes from Bristol. Decided not to go to the race, as it always turns into a crapshoot. And my driver got wrecked out, as in Kyle Larson. So he was doing good too. And then he wrecked. And I was not too happy. But we've got over the finishing order here now. Brandon Klusterhuis wins it at the line over Sawyer Ott by 0.02 of a second. Tresson Ott comes third. Storm Patterson fourth. Matt Cherry fifth. Matt Quick sixth. Seventh, Kelvin Wasura. Eighth, Dave Matson. Ninth, Gene Collum. 10th, Manny Gregory. 11th, Dave Bean. 12th, Adam Boyles. 13th, Justin Nelson. 14th, Corbin Hemstreet. 15th, Christopher Gale. 16th, Josh Coley. 17th, Matthew Martell. 18th is Alex Little. 19th, Carson Etheridge. 20th, John Garrett. And Dylan Hale, you do not count because he was race control here tonight. But that was a good race. A lot of what is going on here through my mind because I have zero clue, literally zero clue what was going on half the time because there were guys passing on their own in the top lane when that shouldn't have been happening. They were saving fuel. I don't know the fuel run. I'm having to guess half the time. Most of the time I get it right, however. But I didn't even think about that this time. But again, they will be here, or we will be live here again tomorrow. Ghost Racing Network and the Iron Thunder Premier Series, Bristol Dirt. So I will roll this animation and I will let you all go.